close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll
Let's roll the intro. Yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Ruveiled podcast.
The Ruveiled podcast.
Where is he? There he is. Still getting the hang of all this streaming stuff. Trying to get it down. Obviously. Real quick, before we start the show. It's our disclaimer. Copyright Ruveiled Podcast 2024. Alright. What's up, everybody? How's it going? It is Wednesday, January 1st, 2023. It's 9 in the morning, and we are up and at it, ready to conquer the world. There is a world out there that is full of people who are trying to conquer us and convince us that we're the little guy and they're the big guy, and fuck that. We don't need to worry about stuff that we don't need to worry about. No, seriously, you don't need to worry about the stuff that's on the news, the stuff that's in the media. You don't need to live in fear. You need to be aware of it all and absorb it all, take it all in, understand where you stand within it all, and stand on that ground. Stand on that ground. Stand for what you believe in. Before we get into the rest of everything, let's start with this word of the day here from dictionary.com. Word of the day is avatar, an image or other graphic representation that acts as a proxy for a person or is associated with a specific digital account or identity. That's interesting, because if you think about not like Avatar, well, I guess kind of like Avatar, the movie with the aliens, you know, but also like The Last Airbender, of course, is like the first thing that comes to mind, obviously, and the reason why is because an image or other graphic representation that acts as a proxy for a person. So it's like the outside manifestation, the separate manifestation of whatever it is, whatever persona that you're displaying, you know. So like Stephen Caron is one avatar to my spirit, you know. Another avatar would be Tumor, right? Because I'm also the rap artist Tumor. I feel like it all goes hand in hand. So that there's a lot of power within that word. Once you understand what this word avatar means, there's a lot of power to it. And the reason why is because you can choose your avatar. A lot of people are going through life and they are stuck in their avatar that they've been their whole life, and they don't realize that they actually have the power to change it if they don't like it, if they want it to be different. You know, it all starts with awareness of the self and awareness, bringing awareness to what your avatar is, and you know, go from there. Word of the day, dictionary.com. This is not sponsored, but if you go to their website, you could start each day with word of the day in your inbox. Just type in your email address and sign up, and that is the word of the day. So here we are, Ruveiled podcast. What's something that I wanted to go over here? I guess what I'll do now is I'll bring this guy up, and then I'll bring myself up to the podium to say hello. You guys like my new watch? It's a Citizen's watch. Citizen. My mother got me this dope Citizen watch for my birthday. I'm really loving it. I just went and got it sized yesterday. I'm drinking some coffee right now. If you guys are not eating Whole Foods, and if you're not eating organic stuff, you need to be eating Whole Foods. You need to be eating organic stuff, okay? This right here is Simple Mills. This is their crunchy almond flour cookies, chocolate chip. And they are, can't see it right there, but they are, they are non-GMO project verified, gluten-free. So if you're going to snack on some cookies in the morning, put the Oreos down, put the Chips Ahoy down, go into your whatever section, the organic section, your snack section, all that different stuff, all those places. Go and get some organic snacks to help you get through your day so that you're not eating on junk food that's full of chemicals and crap ingredients that are pumping you full of toxins. It's all bad for us anyways, that's what they say, but I mean, I digress. So, Avatar, that was a great first word of the day. Let's bring that back up real quick. I just felt like that was so cool. Let's just go to dictionary.com. And if we go here, it should just pull it right up. Boom, word of the day. An image or other graphic representation that acts as a proxy for a person or is associated with a specific digital account or identity. So again, power in this word. You have the ability to shape and change your avatar so that you can be the person that you want to be, not the person that society tells you to be, that your parents tell you to be, that you have been anyways, and you don't want to be. You know, once you realize the power of the avatar, you will be the master of all four elements, and you will be able to defeat the Fire Nation. Oh, I actually want to go to this little folder that I have so I can start playing some beats. Just play a beat in the background. I think that would be kind of cool, yeah. This is the mess that is my files here. Hopefully I don't expose myself. I should be good though. I really don't be doing nothing crazy. Okay, let's go to not everything. Let's go to tumor. Oh, this is bad. PC music 22. I make so much music, you guys, you have no idea. But we're gonna get a good beat going in the background here. Alright, I think that's cool. Just, some little vibes in the background. I'm trying to vibe out right now while I talk to you guys. How is everybody? How's everybody doing? If you are there, leave some comments. Let's see if I can, let's refresh this page. And then let's see if we can see what you guys are saying. Look, there we are, everybody. All one of you. No comments yet. Oh, we do got comments. I smoke organic stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Smoke that organic stuff. Do what you gotta do, man. Alright. I'm gonna go back to our page here. We're live. Tune in. Let's see. I'm gonna bring this up. Work with this volume here. Bring that down a little bit. Alright, so here we are. Ruveiled podcast. Right? Let's go just cam view. So in the last episode, our pilot episode, season 1, episode 1 of Ruveiled podcast, we talked about what Ruveiled podcast is, who I am a little bit of history about me, what this all is about, why I'm here, why I'm doing this. I really would like to create a space to get my thoughts out, do something like this every day where I can just share, communicate, and grow with you guys. We want to grow as much as possible with you all. We want to provide the best content and value that we can. So as we're going, please stay engaged. Leave comments, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Make sure that you're sharing with other people so other people can get in on the good vibes if you're trying to share. Today's episode is called Break Out of the 9-to-5 Mindset and Evolve Past It. Now, let's jump right in. So how do you get away from the 9-to-5 life? Some people want to know, but they may lack the understanding of what it truly means to live this way, and what it means and what it takes to not live this way, because the reality isn't always what it seems. When you put stuff into a lower vibration, when you put stuff on a surface level and you attach words to it and labels to it, like 9-to-5 or just anything in general, it does something to it, and it's not entirely the truth. Okay, so what is a 9-to-5? A 9-to-5 is a job. Everybody's got to have a job, no matter what you're doing. It's suspected or expected in society that if you're a functioning person who has language, who has a life to live, who has bills to pay, you're gonna need a job. You're gonna need to do work to get money, do some sort of work, maybe not necessarily even for money, but just so that you have resources, so that you can survive. Food, shelter, clothing, health amenities, etc. So 9-to-5 is not necessarily a bad thing. 9-to-5s can be good for people, and they can be good for society. I'm not dogging on anybody who works 9-to-5, and I'm not telling anybody to quit their job. Again, Like our disclaimer says, it's not professional advice or anything like that. But there's a mindset to it. And if you don't want to be in that life forever, you have to change your mindset to break out of it. So the 9-to-5 mindset is, oh, I have to go to school, or I don't want to go to school. Forget school, but I need to provide for myself. I'm coming into the real world, becoming an adult. I need income. So our first instinct, the first thing that we're taught is get a job. Comes from our parents. Get a job. It's just how the world has been for such a long time. Now, when it comes to what you want to do, there's a million different options. That's a very broad word, a million, but there's a lot of stuff that you can do. You can work in food, you can work in retail, you can do labor, you can get into working for an agency of some sort where you're into like social media and creation, making stuff. There's all kinds of jobs that you can have. You can work in factories for all kinds of different stuff, from manufacturing products to producing products. There's all kinds of stuff. So a 9-to-5 mindset is the mindset that, it's not an ownership mindset. It's the mindset that, oh, I have to go to work, I have to fall in line, I have to wear the uniform that somebody else makes and provides and gives me. I have to go do that. And if it's something that you enjoy doing, that's great. But a lot of times people just find something because they need the income, and then they get sucked into it and they tell themselves that it's great. And in reality, it's not who they are, and it's not what they want to do. So the 9-to-5 mindset is not being yourself and not building anything for yourself, not building your own 9-to-5, not building your own business to have, but just working for somebody else's, living paycheck to paycheck. You might get benefits, you might get bonuses, you might get raises and stuff like that, but you're not getting any sort of big take on the business. You are replaceable, stuff like that. There's no real... That's just about it. That's just about it, So what is the independent mindset? How do you get rich mindset? How do you get out of the 9-to-5 mindset? So I was thinking about this last night at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I got out of my 4 to midnight hotel job, my night shift. I was here trying to get to sleep, developing a different relationship with sleep, but that's a whole other story. But anyways, so going back to this question, how do you get out of it? How do you get into a new mindset? How do you get into a rich mindset? How do you get into an independent mindset? When I was 12 years old, I was already making EDM music from the time I was 10. I started doing that stuff, and it had been a few years. I've been making all kinds of electronic music, trying to make dubstep, trying to make dope stuff. And I was also into hip-hop music at the same time. So I started making beats. I made like a couple beats here and there. And then also like listening to beats like on YouTube. I found this beat and I thought it was incredible. And I started writing to it. I was like, what if I could write a song? Sorry, my eyeball's messing with me. I was like, what if I could write a song? So I started with, I believe it's Wu-Tang lyrics. And it's one thing, it's also Bob Marley. One thing about music, when it hits you, you feel no pain. White folks say it controls your brain. But I know better than that. That's game and we ready for that. 2 soldiers head up the pack. I literally took the first part of the rap just the first couple lines, and then I went off from there and wrote my whole own rap. And then I was like, how could I record this? I don't have a microphone, I don't have nothing, but I want to record it. I want to try to make something. I want to try to make it for real. And all I knew that I had was my brother's PlayStation camera. I was like, this thing has a microphone built into it. Let me figure this out. So I USB'd it into the computer. I started typing away on Google or on the internet or whatever, and YouTube, and found some software, downloaded it, and within half an hour, 20 minutes of me having this idea to use this webcam as a microphone, I was doing it. So I got it all hooked up into the program, started recording. It sounded like crap, but I was doing it. I was like, okay, this is a foundation. And from there, you know, a few years later, when I was 15, when I was in school, I was making a presentation, and the teacher said, you don't have to come present to the whole class. You could just do a little audio recording on GarageBand and save the file and send it on Google Drive. So I was sitting there recording my presentation, and I realized as I was listening back to it, I was like, yo, the quality on that's actually pretty clean. So I started loading beats into GarageBand on the school computers, and while all my homies were chasing girls or going to get McDonald's and Taco Bell and smoking weed out back and stuff like that, dicking around with each other, I was full-fledged into it, bro. I was trying to figure it out. I was trying to make the best song I could. I was taking every moment I could, thinking about it, writing, pulling up the computer, staying in the media room by myself during lunch and recording raps. So if you want to get out of the 9-to-5 mindset, you have to have an idea of who you are, where you're going, what you want to do, and act upon it. You have to act upon it. You have to take action every single day, every single moment. It has to be the only thing that you think about, whatever it is you want to do. So why would you need to get away from a 9-to-5 life and do what you want to do? Is it even possible to do what you want to do and to make a living from it and to build something sustainable and worthwhile and valuable? That's up to you. It's all up to you. It's all up to you. You have to make a start. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be great at first, but you have to make a start. You have to start if you want to get away from the 9-to-5 life. You have to do something, okay? And you're still probably going to work a 9-to-5, like me. I've been working 9-to-5 for 10 years now. I got my first job in April 2014 when I was 14 years old working at Domino's, okay? But I was still making music. Now, you can learn from me. I took a bunch of time being inspired, doing all kinds of stuff, having all kinds of experiences, so it was great. I wouldn't take any of it back. But if I had saved more money, instead of buying weed and buying food and hanging out with my friends and doing dumb stuff and spending my money unwisely and being smart with my money, I would be way farther ahead than I am now. But the ethic was still there. You know, I've had to go through some stuff to learn about my stuff, to get over some things so I could stop being lazy, so I could do what I want to do for real. But anyways, so if you want to get away from it, you have to make a start, but you're still probably going to end up being in it. So you don't have to limit yourself to one thing as well. You know, that's what being an entrepreneur is realizing that there's many different ways to figure out what you want to do and act upon it and make money and build something that is valuable, that is sustainable, without having to go to a 9-to-5 and do it for somebody else. You can build business yourself. You can do things yourself. You have to have an idea. You have to make a start. You have to do your research. You have to do your research. You have to be in tune with the field that you're choosing to dive into. You have to, and this comes from a great book called the Bhagavad Gita. I don't know if it's in all of the versions of it, probably not, but it's one specific version that I was reading when I was 14, 10 years ago. and it was this preface, and it gave this spiel about initiative, dedication, and knowledge, and I just took that and ran with it. If you take it's all about taking initiative, staying dedicated, and having the knowledge. Initiative, dedication, and knowledge. Those three principles will take you so far, and if you don't have either one of those, you can take initiative, have no dedication, and have the knowledge. What a waste. You can't stay dedicated, it won't last. You can't take initiative. If you feel like you're dedicated and knowledgeable, you have the knowledge, but you don't take initiative, it'll never happen. If you take initiative and you are dedicated, but you can't learn and you can't grow and you don't have the knowledge, you won't grow. You won't go anywhere with it. So initiative, dedication, and knowledge, those are great tools to use to get out of the 9-to-5 lifestyle and start figuring out what it is that you want to do and really get there. That's some great stuff right there. If you're tuning in, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're just getting into it. It's just about to end here pretty soon. We got about like maybe 5 minutes before this camera cuts out. I got to get a new DC battery to plug into this thing. They make them so that my camera won't die because it times out after so long. So I'm hoping we get through the rest of my notes and hearing what I want to talk about. So I'll try to get through it quickly. So again, initiative, dedication, and knowledge. There's things that you can do to start getting yourself out of working a job and getting to a point where you have enough income flowing, you have enough cash flow, you have enough income streams, and things working for you that you're able to do it on your own and not have to go to a 9-to-5. Now check this out though. There is a difference between, a hired man's 9-to-5, a business owner's 9-to-5, and a CEO's vacation. I'll say that again. There's a difference between a hired man's 9-to-5, a business owner's 9-to-5, and a CEO's vacation. There are people who get hired to work 9-to-5s. There's business owners that work 9-to-5. They have to get up every day, open their storefront, put everything together, make everything happen, make the sales, make the calls, perform the service, do it all, hire the people, get management under them to help them with departments in their store, whatever, their business. And then there's CEOs who have done it for so long, or they're at such a point that they own the stuff, they're involved, they're calling shots, they make stuff happen, but they aren't on the front lines. They're kicking back, they're living in their fancy mansion with the cars and this, that, third, going to these events, talking to these people, making this money off of these stocks, and there's levels to the stuff. So I mean, you got to do your research. There's ways to get yourself through these levels, and there's ways to get yourself to a space where you can see the levels, because that's a critical thing too, is being able to see the levels. If you can't even see the potential for more, that you could be more, that you could do more, that you could own something and believe it, you may not get there. You don't want to just be a brokey. You don't want to just be somebody who doesn't have a spirit in them that thrives off of being itself and providing value to the world. They want to just reduce us down to a robot with no emotions and put us on the line to take orders and make orders, but who are we really serving? And then it can create this whole revolving circle with society of just bad energy and corporate lifestyle, and I feel like it's unhealthy. It can be, but again, they're necessary. 9-to-5s are necessary in society. They're necessary for us to function. Are they? Are they? Are 9 to 5s necessary for society to function? It depends on what kind of society you have. If you have a society where you live off the land, or if you have a society where, you know, those type of businesses just don't exist, where you have communities of people just living off the land and, you know, communicating with each other to make things happen in their lives, maybe not. Maybe not. But is that the life we're living right now? Is that the life we want to live? You know, who knows? Who knows? That's up for you to decide. The world would be different without them, for sure. But I think right now, the way things are, it's good to accept reality because it's healthy for the mind, and try to grow. Try to grow as you get more knowledge and, you know, realize who you are and decide for yourself what it is you want to do with your life. You're going to have parents, family, friends, hometown limitations, moving, intimate relationships, college, getting sucked into a 9 to 5, doing things to yourself to put yourself in a position where, oh, I have to pay this bill, I have to pay this bill, I have to pay this bill. I'm stuck where I'm at. I can't really get past it. I don't have time to make other opportunities happen. There's going to be all kinds of things that can either help us fulfill our goals and better society and humanity as a whole, or hold us back. These things can hold us back if we let them. They can be great for us. But if we let them hold them back and let them be the excuse that we're not getting stuff done or being who we want to be, then it has to go. It has to go. Plain and simple. I mean, there's all kinds of ways that you can have these things and not be sucked into such a negative mindset about it all. You know, you have to understand these things for what they are, what their position is and their purpose is in your life, and analyze that and work with that so that you can grow and be who you want to be, not let it hold you back. Let's see what else I got in these notes here. So, do these things contribute to a 9 to 5 lifestyle, or are they there for us while we get and stay away from it? It's also a matter of how you're vibrating in life. It's a matter of where you're resonating and the level that you're on, your brain wavelength, you know, where you're vibrating, because if you're in alignment, then yeah, of course these things can help you get away from it. They'll encourage you, they'll keep you focused, they'll keep you strong, and then they can also do the opposite. They can take away from you or down talk you, keep you in that mindset that you're in, that you're going to be there forever, or that you're not going to get out of it, or you can't get out of it. It's always possible to get out of it if you want to. So, in conclusion, if you want to avoid this lifestyle, you have to take initiative, have dedication, and get the knowledge to get where you want to go. You have to pursue success. You must pursue success in whatever it is you want to do. You have to make the best, whatever it is, do the best service, whatever it is, and deliver that somehow, some way. Market it. Learn about branding and marketing so that you can develop your image, develop your avatar. As we talked about earlier, you want to develop your service and what it is. You want to develop an understanding of your audience and who it is your market is, and the people that you're going to be selling to, the people that you're going to be involved with, the lifestyle around it. If you want to get away from the 9 to 5, you have to find new reasons to live. You have to find new reasons to live, because the way we live in the 9 to 5 lifestyle, I've been there, where you get up late and then, oh, I gotta struggle to waste my time. I'm scrolling on Facebook, I'm scrolling on social media, then I gotta throw myself together and get to work and then go through the motions at work, and then when I come home I'm smoking or drinking, or I'm playing video games, or I'm watching shorts and dicking around on YouTube. There's all kinds of distractions. This world is here to distract you from becoming who you need to be. This world wants to take you and make you its slave. It wants to use your energy to build itself up for its own gain. And that has nothing to do with you or humanity or better, So that's the whole premise. You have to pursue success in something else in life, and you have to get good. You have to be the best and figure out how to get it out there. So I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Ruveiled Podcast, where we talked about 9 to 5s. If you haven't already, give us a follow. We have all of the stuff right here. We have our links. We are everywhere. It's the Ruveiled Podcast. So again, thanks everybody for joining. Shout out to Tumor. I have merch on the website, music videos, access to all of my streaming, easy listening, quick links. And if you go to this original music tab here, you're actually going to find the original trilogy, all the original music that I made. My first album, my second album, my third album. Not the best, maybe not the best production on some of it, but you can hear the progress in it, so it's actually kind of cool. So go check that out. Free listening 24 hours a day on www.tumor.com/original music, I believe. And then with the hyphen in the middle. So go check out tumor.com, www.subrockrecords.com. It's also a great place to get some dope hip-hop media. We have my last album, Elevated Nation, right here. Gentry Fox's Project Bravo. My 2021 album, Nothing's Perfect. Burnell Washburn, shout out Burnell Washburn. Shout out Sub Rock Cartel. We got all kinds of dope music on here, and also dope entertainment on the Sub Rock YouTube channel, so go check that out. Check out these other tabs here, like our shop and our services, and see if there's anything that interests you guys. And make sure you follow Ruveiled Podcast everywhere. We're on YouTube, Rumble, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and X. So if you haven't already, get in tune with us, follow us where you like, share where you like, get everybody involved if you like. And this has been the Ruveiled Podcast. I'm really excited to be doing this with you all. I'm really excited to be presenting all this information and just having a good time. Having a good time, fighting the good fight. That's what we're doing here, everybody. We're fighting the good fight, because it seems like what we were just talking about, too many people get sucked into life, and then life is happening to them, and then we become complacent and numb as we pump ourselves full of vice. And we don't need to do that. We don't need to pump ourselves full of vice and pump ourselves full of toxins. We need to live healthy, be healthy, take care of ourselves, and figure out what this life thing is and how to fulfill it for ourselves and for our families and for the world. And that's what I'm about, fighting the good fight. Thanks again, everybody, for joining us. And I think I'm gonna roll this outro. We're gonna call it a good day, and thanks everybody for being here. Appreciate you all. The Ruveiled Podcast. It's out there. It's possible. Go find the tools. You can do it. I believe in you. You can do it. Go make it happen. Let's go. Ruveiled Podcast. Steve and Caron. I'm out.